For 3 decades, Andre Rieu enchanted audiences around the world, a conductor known for his elegant performances and infectious warmth. But behind the smile, behind the charm, was a different story, a life marked by struggles and sacrifices that no one saw. While fans reveled in his grandeur, few knew the toll it took on a man who had to live 2 separate lives, one on stage and the other a quiet battle fought off stage. Behind the public persona of the King of the Waltz was a person struggling to stay afloat amidst personal and health challenges, a childhood shaped by rigidity. Born on October 1st, 1949, in Maastricht, Netherlands, Andre Rieu was raised in a home where discipline was paramount. His father, a respected conductor, ruled the household with the same precision he demanded from his orchestra. There was no room for softness or emotional expression. In this environment, Andre learned early that affection was rare and creativity was viewed as a weakness. He later admitted in interviews, "My parents didn't love me. It wasn't bitterness, it was survival." While the world would eventually see Andre as a picture of grace and refinement, it all began as a shield against a fractured childhood, one in which he had to hide the cracks that ran deep within him. Discovering music as a refuge. At the age of 5, Andre's life took a turn when a young violin mentor placed a violin in his hands. She was only 18, and unlike his parents, she didn't bark orders or demand perfection. Instead, she encouraged him to listen, to feel, to breathe. For the first time, Andre experienced a sense of safety, something that was foreign in his home. Music became a refuge, a space where he didn't have to defend himself. It was this early encounter with music that sparked the first of many rebellions in Andre's life. The violin became his escape, a way to carve out a world where he could express what his childhood home denied him: tenderness, love, and imagination. Breaking free from tradition. As a teenager, Andre's love for music grew, but it came with a cost. In the strict world of European classical music, his professors demanded precision over emotional depth. Waltzes, which became Andre's passion, were often seen as frivolous and beneath the seriousness of classical music. His father disapproved sharply, saying, "I didn't raise you to play waltzes." Those words stung, but they fueled Andre's determination to follow his own path. In 1968, he introduced Marjorie, the woman who truly understood him, to his family. His mother's fury was palpable, and Andre walked out that same night, never to return. It was a decisive moment, one that split his life in two: the public Andre, full of elegance, and the private Andre, haunted by the wounds of his past. The birth of the Maastricht Salon Orchestra. By the mid-1970s, Andre was no longer the shy, unspoken boy hidden in the wings. He had emerged as a musician with his own vision, determined to carve a space for himself in the world of classical music. In 1978, he founded the Maastricht Salon Orchestra, a group of 12 musicians who shared his idealism but lacked financial resources. Their early concerts took place in humble venues, but they were Andre's way of giving audiences something more than mere music. They offered a feeling, a warmth that Andre had been denied in his own childhood. His wife, Marjorie, organized the logistics, managing bookings and financial survival, allowing Andre to focus on his artistry. It was in these quiet beginnings that Andre began to build the career that would eventually change the world. The birth of the Johann Strauss Orchestra. In 1987, Andre formalized his vision with the creation of the Johann Strauss Orchestra. With bold costumes and an energetic, joyful performance style, the orchestra was a stark contrast to the stiff, somber world of classical music that Andre had come to reject. Critics scoffed, but audiences were drawn in by the warmth of Andre's performances. He gave people permission to feel alive again, to experience joy through music. This was Andre's true rebellion, not against tradition itself, but against the notion that music should be cold and unfeeling. Despite the ridicule, his concerts were filled with fans who found the joy and warmth they had been missing. Behind the scenes, however, Andre was still battling personal and financial challenges. A global breakthrough. In 1995, Andrei's career took an unexpected turn when he performed Shostakovich's Waltz No. 2 at the UEFA Champions League final in Vienna. What was supposed to be a simple performance for football fans turned into something magical. Tens of thousands of people, primarily there for the football, found themselves entranced by the waltz. When Ajax scored a goal, the timing seemed so perfect, it felt choreographed by fate. This performance launched Andrei into global stardom, but with this success came immense pressure. He was not only the performer, he was the producer, financier, and caretaker for his entire orchestra. The responsibility was immense, and with it, so was the strain on his body and mind. The cost of success. By the early 2000s, Andrei Rieu had transformed into one of the most successful independent musicians in the world, with a net worth of over $600 million. However, the price of this success was high. As his empire grew, so did the demands on his body. He began experiencing dizziness, trembling hands, and extreme fatigue. Yet he refused to cancel shows, as his loyal fans and hundreds of employees relied on him. Behind every smiling performance was a man pushing himself beyond his physical limits. Andrei's life had become a delicate balance between maintaining the image of the joyful maestro on stage and surviving the toll his body was taking. A health crisis that shook everything. In 2010, after decades of non-stop touring and physical strain, Andrei's body finally began to break down. A viral infection attacked his vestibular nerve, causing severe vertigo. For a violinist, this was nothing short of catastrophic. He couldn't trust his own legs, and the vertigo left him bedridden, unable to perform. The world was unaware of the extent of his condition. What was seen as a temporary setback was in truth a battle for his career. Months of rest followed, and it was only through the help of a fan's letter detailing vestibular exercises that Andrei began to recover. But even after returning to the stage, his body remained fragile. Every performance was now a gamble, dealing with grief and physical strain. In December 2016, tragedy struck when Andrei's longtime friend and trombonist, R.D.E. Merckx, passed away suddenly. R.D.E. was not just a musician, he was part of Andrei's family. His death devastated Andrei, and he canceled multiple concerts as he mourned the loss. Though he returned to the stage, the grief lingered. It added another layer to the physical strain he was already facing. Andrei's performances began to reflect the weight of his loss. Subtle pauses between pieces became his private tribute to his dear friend, though the public remained unaware of the emotional toll he was enduring. The breaking point, a new reality. By 2019, Andrei had reached a breaking point. A combination of physical exhaustion, jet lag, and illness left him disoriented and breathless during a concert tour in Mexico City. After canceling several shows, Andrei's son, Pierre, stepped in to protect his father. For the first time, Pierre took charge of Andrei's schedule, restricting tours and ensuring that Andrei's health was the priority. The pace of Andrei's career was slowing down, but it was a necessary change. With Pierre's guidance, Andrei's performances became carefully planned events, focusing on his health rather than the grand spectacle, a new chapter of careful balance. By 2024, Andrei's performances had transformed. The man who once effortlessly toured the globe now took deliberate care with every show. Every concert required medical clearance, and his team ensured that every aspect of his performance was tailored to his well-being. His son, Pierre, had become not only his tour manager, but his protector. The concerts were now carefully curated events, designed to preserve Andrei's health and allow him to continue doing what he loved without risking his life. The future, a final tour. As Andrei continues to perform, the question remains, should he embark on one final world tour? Or is it time to slow down completely? For now, every note Andrei plays is a victory, a testament to the resilience and determination he has shown throughout his career. Whether he chooses to continue performing or to step away from the spotlight, his legacy is already solidified in the hearts of millions who have been moved by his music. What do you think? Should Andre take one last tour, or is it time for him to retire gracefully?